This is the Farm RPG podcast with your host, Bellogan. In this episode, we start off with a wonderful interview with the fantastic Lunarific. We follow that up with another segment of Tea Time with Boobun and Auggie. And our last segment features Auggie speaking with Nethylant as they basically play Farm RPG and talk about what they're working on. Hope you enjoy. Hey, we have another special player spotlight today. As usual, I'm the host, Bellogan. I have my supervisor here once again.
Hi, that's Auggie. I'm here to make sure that we have the most fun possible this time.
There we go. That's a good change. Last time you said no fun, and it was pretty boring. Might be traumatized from that.
I mean, I still thought it was fun.
All right. Our special guest today might remind you of breakfast cereal. It's Lunarific.
Hi, everyone.
That was the one. Bellogan is not allowed to do it again.
Yeah, I told Bellogan he could do it one time.
See, the thing is, I can just cut it and edit it in wherever I want, though. Lunarific. But I won't say anything.
I know. You do that quite a bit. I know you overlay edits and everything, like Auggie's wheel spin.
Oh, yeah. Spin the wheel, baby.
Gotta keep spinning that wheel.
I've only added extra pause once, okay? Lunarific. I won't say how many I've cut out. It's a lot. It does happen, though. All right. Well, enough about my editing technique. Let's talk about Luna today. So, Luna, how did you first learn about Farm RPG?
Yeah, so I think I must have just found it while I was looking on the App Store, the iOS App Store. I don't remember anything specific. I just, every couple months after I get bored of the apps that I have, usually just kind of go looking for stuff, and I'll usually download like 3 or 4 things and try them out. And I don't even know what else I downloaded with Farm RPG, because whatever it is gone, and this is like the only app I've used since then. So I've been playing since October, and all my other apps are kind of dead to me now.
Yeah, October 5th is your start date, so it looks like we made it past the couple month mark for you for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like I always thought that I was the only one that went through like those like iOS game phases where like you just look through the App Store, like, top free, puzzle, arcade, whatever, and just downloaded a whole bunch and then got rid of almost all of them. And like the cycle just, I always thought that was just me, but the more people that we interview, I'm like, maybe it's not like a weird thing that I just have done that before and still kind of do.
Yeah, just looking for games. I usually look in like puzzle games, idle games, simulator type games, and I probably just searched for farm because like back in high school or whatever, I played, Farmville on Facebook, and I played Stardew Valley before this. So I'm always looking for something that's got farming in it because I just feel like that's something that draws my attention for whatever reason. So I probably just searched farm and said, oh, looks like it's probably good. I'll try it out.
And here you are.
And here I still am, yeah.
Well, since you've definitely had enough time to experience a whole bunch of the game, if you only had one sentence, how would you describe it?
Yeah, I had to write something down. I had to write like notes for this. And I feel like everyone kind of encapsulates it in their interviews on the podcast. But what I ended up writing down was a half idle, half active, farm themed number go up game with a chat.
I like the number go up part.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think, what a lot of us are here for in the end game, right? Where either mastery number go up, silver number go up, merit badge number go up. That's basically what we're doing.
Tower level go up.
Yeah, tower level go up.
I think that descriptions might have been the best compilation of the best bits of previous descriptions we've had so far. That was pretty good.
I did my research and amalgamated the best thing I could.
Amalgamated, that's a big word. I will golf clap.
Now you're familiar with doing research. I get the impression you've probably done quite a bit of it over the last couple of years.
Yes, yeah. It's a lot of people who know me from the chat have known that I've been working on finishing up my PhD in chemistry. Actually, while I was playing this game, I had to self-chat ban myself while I was right at the end of it there, working on my thesis and preparing for my defense and everything, which just happened last month. But yes, research. I love a game that I can really kind of do work in a way. People in my life don't understand it. They're like, why do you want to number a game? Why do you want to make spreadsheets in a game? Like, I don't know. It just really interests me to like optimize things and figure them out and stuff like that.
Trying to explain your hobbies is always hard. For anyone who's been watching Stranger Things, it's kind of like when they're going around trying to find the alternate for their D&D game, and they're explaining it to everybody, and they're all just like, no.
And everybody's like, no, door slams in the face. And
yes, you fight with dice, but they're not regular dice. These dice have up to 20 sides. I'm like, yep, that's going to hook them. Sure.
Sure is.
Anyway, no more Stranger Things spoilers. So, Lunarific, where did your username come from?
This is a question that I had to think about too. The Luna part of it, I think, probably comes from I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and so back when I had to come up with usernames for something was back in maybe even middle school, high school. I was on like browser-based virtual pet sites, like kind of like Neopets, but I kind of missed Neopets even. I feel like I was in just a bunch of other ones, and so I needed a username because you can't use your real name online, scary internet when you're a child. And I really liked Luna from Harry Potter, so I just came up with something that had Luna in it, because usually you can't just be Luna places. It's already taken.
I would have bet money that came from Harry Potter. Looks like I was right.
Yes, yeah. So how unoriginal, right? But
you were the first here.
First here, yeah. A lot of us that aren't just using permutations of our real names, not to mention anybody specifically, but have just grabbed usernames that tie into, fantasy novels or whatever the franchise was that we were enthralled with when we were younger in life. So nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, for sure. It makes sense.
Or FFFF, the 4 Fs.
Some people just like to sound like flat tires, right?
Or like a deflating balloon almost. Anyways, besides Farm RPG, I know like we've said what you've played before. Is there anything else that you're playing currently?
Currently I'm just playing Farm RPG, I feel like, with all my spare time. Well, it's not 100% true. I'm playing with my boyfriend. We're both playing the Lego game, the Lego Star Wars game that just came out recently. But other than that, this is probably all I make time for these days. But like broadly, the kind of games that I'm usually, I feel like, always attracted to are like, which doesn't really describe Farm RPG. Part of this is like usually I really like colorful, like cutesy games, like Nintendo kind of games, kind of thing, like Pokemon and Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. But also, I don't know, the collecting things and quest kind of stuff is also what probably drew me to Farm RPG. And then the chat is really why I'm still here, because a lot of the times I'll just be clicking through windows on the game. I'm just going from workshop to home to workshop to like my farm, and it's not done growing yet, and back to home. Or I'm just reading the chat, and I'm like, I'm not even playing the game right now. I'm just looking for people to talk to, basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who chat more than they play. I know Boobun is definitely one of them.
I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm usually there for a reason. Like I've always got goals in the game that I'm trying to hit, but sometimes it's like I have to wait 9 minutes for the mushrooms to finish, and I don't really have anything else that makes sense to do right now. So I'm just gonna like sit in the chat until that happens, and then I end up there for like 3 hours growing my mushrooms every 9 minutes. But other than that, I'm just kind of engaging with the chat, or I miss the mushrooms because I'm talking with someone.
Good vibes only.
So we'll let you dig into any thing that you wish the Farm RPG community in just a moment, but I have to ask, why chemistry?
Oh, for my degree, yeah. I feel like that's the reaction that always happens, right? You say like, "Oh, I'm going to school for chemistry," and people usually go like, "Wow, that's great," or they'll say, "Oh, I hated chemistry. I hated chemistry." It's always the bio majors that are like, "I hate chemistry so much. It was my least favorite part." I don't know. It sounds
cool.
Yeah, it's always interested me. Like chemistry is part of everything that we make and like cook. Every cooking has kind of to do with chemistry. I almost kind of went into food chemistry coming out of undergrad, but then I ended up not doing that. But I definitely would have. I was more interested in like the medical aspect of it. So I've kind of gone in that direction instead. But it clicked with me the most out of everything in school. And then my teachers, said, hey, you could go to college for this. And I thought maybe I would become a teacher in chemistry. But then once I got to college, I realized, hey, maybe I could be a teacher, but like a professor kind of teacher for chemistry instead of teaching high school. So that's currently my goal now. Hopefully I'm looking to like find a position for that soon. But I just really like, it all makes sense to me. Chemistry, organic chemistry is what I do. And it's kind of like a puzzle figuring out how to make things. And so I don't know, I guess that's what partially drew me to it. And the application to like the medical field and being able to help people is the other thing.
Oh, that's cool. So you're looking at being a professor?
Yeah. I just finished my PhD. And so usually you can't be a professor right after you finish your PhD, and you got to do postdoc work first. So I'm starting that really soon. And then hopefully I'll be a professor after that. Cause I just really I like helping people. I like teaching people. There's nothing like when you're helping someone and you're trying to explain it and they still don't understand it. And then they do. And there's like the moment that you can see that they understand it. It's really kind of like unparalleled, I feel like, in what I do.
Oh, I get that. I love teaching. Both my parents were teachers. My dad was a university professor as well. So I kind of have that in the blood. And Augie works in the education field as well.
Yes, not quite college age people in chemistry. But yeah, no, I don't do quite as much with the educational aspect, but it definitely is like super satisfying to like, even if I'm helping them with something, that I think is easy, and like you see the gears turning and they're like, oh, and you're like, yeah, now we got it. Now we got this.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool to like be that for someone else. Like I think a lot of people, even if you didn't really love school, most people could pinpoint like at least one teacher that they really liked. Or if you went to college, like a professor that was really cool or like taught you something really cool. And I just want to be that for some other people in the future.
That's definitely a good goal. For me, it was my 8th grade science teacher. Or no, my 8th grade social studies teacher. He was cool.
So I think I cut you off twice, Augie. What were you going for with your question?
Well, it's a dumb question for someone who doesn't know a lot about chemistry, but like you specified like organic chemistry. What does that mean?
So organic chemistry, which is usually the one that like pre-med students will complain about, or you'll hear like the traditional horror stories about for college chemistry. It's like the sophomore level of chemistry usually. So it's basically the first year you do general chemistry, which is kind of like what the chemistry you do in high school. Like you learn the periodic table and how bonds work and stuff like that. Organic chemistry is based on molecules that are made out of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, which is like most of what biological stuff is made out of, and nature and things like that. So that's where organic comes from. And then inorganic is like chemistry with metals, that huge part of the periodic table that's all metals. I don't care about that at all, really. I kind of just work on molecules that are made up of carbon based.
So living thing chemistry.
Yeah, kind of like living thing chemistry, pretty much. Not all of the stuff that we work with comes from a living thing, but it's carbon based stuff is what we work with.
That is pretty cool. I just didn't know what it meant, and now I know. The more you know.
Yeah, this turned into a chemistry grilling section of the podcast.
A TED Talk with Lunarific.
Hey, sometimes we talk about slingshots. Sometimes we talk about RVs. Sometimes we'll talk about chemistry. Always something new here to learn, right? Totally okay. Yeah, the one class I failed in college and had to retake was a chemistry class for the one for engineers, where you dug into the material science part of everything. Tough class. Anyway.
Yeah, I never took materials science like a class, but that's the research that I did is kind of materials chemistry. It's like organic chemistry, but it's also materials chemistry. I work with hydrogels, which is like, if you know what Jello is, that's a hydrogel made out of gelatin. It's like a thing that absorbs a bunch of water and it's like squishy, basically. But trying to use those for medical applications. That's basically what I spent the last 5 years of my life working on.
Not just
Jello.
dessert.
Yeah.
There we go.
I just love Orbeez.
Well, let's turn back. Yeah.
They're cool. They're very cool.
So turning back to Farm RPG a little bit, is there anything you wish the Farm RPG community knew?
Can I do two things, or does it have to be one thing?
Hey, you let me use my Tony the Tiger voice. We'll let you do two.
Okay. So one that I feel like people have, well, probably both of these people have already said, but trust the quest is like a classic thing, right? I feel like I've made it like half my goal when I'm sitting in global chat, which is where I am most of the time. If people like mention how they're working on the runestones, I'll be like, hey, are you working on those runestone quests or stuff like that? Just because it's not so important with the first set of runestones, but with the second set, people agonize over getting certain runestones, and you will be rewarded if you do the quests instead of crafting them into the sphere. But people won't realize that. Sometimes people do, but sometimes will be like, nah, I want the sphere. I'm not going to do the quest. And I'm like, what if you maybe trusted them though? Just listen to me. I'm not trying to lead you astray. Hopefully the thing that FS just implemented, that little star with the main quest marker, maybe encourages people to do them more. So that was my one, is trust the quest. Though the quests get a little evil in the end game, in the post 99s. So I think people are a little jaded about saying trust the quest these days because they want a lot of things that they didn't think they needed to have. But trust the quest definitely applies as you're coming up through the game. The second thing is the game is remember the game is always changing. I feel like every day a little thing changes, and then maybe like once a week or once every 2 weeks, it feels like there's almost like a major shift in the meta of the game because he's always changing how things work, and what you thought you should have been doing yesterday, maybe you're now going to be rewarded for playing a different way now. So just remember, like, this is a fluid game that's changing all the time, and that's kind of part of why you keep coming back, is because there's always a different thing to do, and it's not just the same thing over and over and over again forever.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that. And kind of to branch off of that, like, every time Firestream implements something new, that doesn't mean that it's going to stay that same thing forever. Sometimes he just puts something out there to get feelers to see, do people like this? Do people hate this? Do I need to tweak it? Do I need to get rid of it completely?
Yeah, it's like, what, to reveal kind of when we recorded this, today is the day that XP to Silver Exchange went into beta, and it's been out for like 3 hours maybe, and there's already a ton of discourse about it should be this, it shouldn't be this, it should be that, and like it's been 3 hours, so
and new bugs.
It can still change. yeah, and had bugs.
And new bugs with it.
Had a new bug, had to get taken down for 10 minutes, and everybody was like, where did it go? And everybody was like, just wait. Things are always changing, and it's a good thing. And Firestream does, read a lot of the feedback in general. But yes, embrace the change.
Yeah, I know we hate change, but I feel like in a week from now, something else will be the new change, and we already will have kind of forgotten.
The next topic, yeah. We love our armchair developers anyway, even if their opinions are sometimes not super helpful. Sometimes they are.
Sometimes. Well, I know we already talked a lot about...
My opinions are always helpful.
Are they? Ooh.
No, not really.
No.
But they're always my opinion.
My opinions are occasionally helpful. I won't say always, but I will say occasionally.
Yeah, you've like suggested some of the things, right? Now I can't remember what they were because it feels like so long ago, but the capybara is an auggie thing. Is the gold fish bag a thing? from you too?
I think it is. I think I just said, what if you just put them in a bag? And then he did, which was awesome. No, yeah, and the merit badge for the wheel spins. The first person got it today. I will be the second person to get it eventually.
Yeah, I looked at how I'm very
I was tracking
methodical and spreadsheet with my stuff, and I've been tracking my spins like this whole time. Before the wheel history was a thing, I was tracking every day in Excel what I got off the wheel, and I always wanted to spin it the same number of times. So I always did 20 so that I would build up a backlog of chests in case I needed anything from Borgin. And then I hit like 1,000 extra chests, and he put the merit badge out, and I was like, I need to start spinning this more, because if I keep doing 20 spins, I get the wheel merit in October. So I've bumped it up to 25, which puts me to September, and I'll maybe bump it up more if I can keep up with paste for all the gems that come out of the chests.
See, I've already grandmastered all of the rings that come like with those gems, aside from Mystic Ring, which I'm a little over 2/3 of the way there, and I'm not.
That one's a real pain.
I don't even care. It'll get done when it gets done. But for me, it's just looking for people to take all the glass that I get all the time. I just look for somebody with 1,000 size mailbox and just dump it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I remember on maybe the first podcast, I think you were talking about masteries, and I've been like working on masteries since I hit 99s, which was the end of January. So I was working on masteries before you needed them for the tower, but I feel like I'm nowhere near like the big mastery players, because I remember on the first podcast you were like, you have to be trading when you're working on masteries. You got to like trade for things, trade away the excess. And I don't really trade because I don't have a very big mailbox, and I feel like if I have the resources, I should be using them towards a craft. And so I'm always going like 7 different explore places because I got this, but now I'm capped on that. So I got to go get this other thing, but now I'm capped on that. I got to go to a third place to use up all the stuff. So I'm like really slowly progressing everything at the same time is how I kind of work.
I mean, that definitely does work.
That's my camp. I don't use trade much either, but I do have a big mailbox. So there are some players who like to dump crap there.
Yeah, I think, I was thinking about maybe putting it up to 50, which is bigger than 25. It's still not very big, but then all those new perks came out, and now with the exchange, the XP exchange, he's already said that there's going to be more perks coming out. So I'm like, well, no mailbox for me yet until
save that gold.
I need those perks for sure, because I need silver to keep pushing up the tower and get the headdress of Luna, the headdress of me, with Resource Saver 3.
It's so good.
I was hoping for that.
Oh, it's so good.
I know. Ever since the it was a 70 plus didn't have perks when it was like first released public to everyone, right? And every time the next one would get something, I was like, maybe the next one will be Resource Saver 3. Maybe the next one will be Resource Saver 3. And then this one was Resource Saver 3, and it was 20% added on, which is crazy. I'm super excited to look at some of the GMs that I've just not even considered once I get that. I made a list of what I'm working on to get there, but I'll be able to do horrible things like master green cloak and things like that once I have the headdress, because I feel like that'll make it feel a lot better.
It definitely will. Like for my twine, right now I can craft 1842, and I hit craft, and I craft over 3,000. So it's like almost double.
Great. Yeah, I think Belligan and I were briefly chatting about the math about it the other day. It's like 6.
Yeah, she corrected me.
Relates to 66%. Well, I didn't have the reasoning why. I actually didn't understand why it was totaled up to 66% until you wrote it out. But I just had seen people throwing that number around, and I was like, it's based on how I know the other one works, it's probably right. But then I got the percent of percent to actually figure it out, so I can explain it to other people now.
Yeah, I was just doing the addition wrong in my head early in the morning. You're like, no, it's this number. Or he said, I've heard this number. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. It's 66 versus roughly 25, which makes it like 41% really better. It's crazy.
I was really like, my goal for up until recently had been to get to Tower 70. because it had the Trigon knot or Trigon knot, however you say. I just call it the magical Dorito. Like every day in chat, I was probably like, I need the magical Dorito. I hope that I get the magical Dorito soon because it increases your large net, like how many fish you can catch. So I tried to make it all the way there without using almost any of my nets, which I did. I just did crafting and crop GMs to get there. And so now I was like, I'll just maybe like start messing around with some regular masteries and not GMs that I just like have been ignoring and wanted to do, and take a break from aggressive GM grinding. Because I wasn't like in a hurry to get to 80. And then the 90 thing came out, and it had only been like 4 or 5 days since I got to T70. I was like, well, I guess it's time. I have to put everything I have into this again and make it to 90 now, because this is too good. I have to get there.
Pick up some merit badges along the way. They help a lot now.
Officially today.
Yeah, I just saw that. I don't have any. Like
today, yep.
The fishing one, I'm like 25% of the way there, but that's over the whole months that I've been playing, accumulating a little bit. I just don't think I can sit down and push my way all the way through that. I might be able to, but I don't know.
Maybe
the
someday.
Crafts go on their own kind of as you play. So maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll sit down and fish, but
that's
I don't
what
know.
I tell myself.
It's just like the beets or broccoli or whatever's on your plate that you have to eat that you don't like. It's like just set a goal, get through a little bit of it every day. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I try to like it doesn't make it any super closer, but every time my chores ask for like 10 or 20 or 40, I do at least 100. But I should really probably bump that up to like do 1,000, and it'll still take me months to get there even if I do that. But I'll get there someday. I'll probably still be playing by the time I get there.
Yeah, I usually try to, like, if I have 2 of the ones that need manual fishing, I'll do one of them, because I have beta, so I have that extra chore in there at least. But on the days where there's 2 or even 3, I'm like, we hate to see it. The days where it's like 50, and I'm like, ugh, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, mealworms count for those if you want to cheese it, but then you're not making merit badge progress. That's what I try and tell myself. I think one day I really didn't have time to play, so I was like, I'm just going to have to do this one with mealworms, or else I'm going to miss my chores. I've only missed my chores one time since they've been out, and it was because I flew all the way from where I am on the east coast of US to Hawaii that day, and then just fell asleep like in the middle of the day in Hawaii because it felt like nighttime in my home time. So I just missed like every daily thing that was supposed to happen because it was long flights, and I just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I always need a good little nap after a travel. I'm sure Belligan can relate to that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how you travel so much. I don't like planes. I took a 9.5 hour flight from Chicago to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again, ever.
The flying sucks. The seeing places and meeting with people is fun. The flying sucks. There's no way around that. Anyway, we do have one last question that's up for Auggie to ask.
Oh yeah, there is, isn't there? I know we've already talked about your chemistry PhD things, but is there anything else interesting that you would like to share?
You stole my interesting fact right like 4 questions ago. I don't know. Interesting. I don't know. I like to make things. I think that's like, well, before I was playing Farm RPG, I had time to make things. I should probably like play a little bit less and pick up some of my old hobbies. But I'm always like, I like tie-dyeing, I like painting, I like when the pandemic hit, not because the pandemic hit, but it just happened to be like really good timing. I was really into like watching YouTube videos about soap making, and I decided that I was going to get into soap making. So I was making like handmade soaps, which was really good when we were shut down, and I wasn't able to go into the lab for like, I think a month and a half. And then we got back into the lab with like the very first wave of people who could go back to work. But I was basically doing chemistry at home in a way by making soap in my kitchen. And I like have a bunch of nail polish. I do art in like nail painting, like tiny little intricate designs. And so I'm very like creative person, I guess, which is weird that I'm also a scientist, but I don't know, maybe it's not that weird.
Nope, I don't think it's weird at all.
Can you make a hand soap that looks like Buddy?
Make a hand soap that looks like Buddy. I could. Do I want to, per se? I don't know. Listen, this is kind of slanderous, but Buddy is not my favorite NPC, Auggie. He kind of freaks me out. He's an upside down chin, you know?
That can't be proven.
Well, yeah, okay. It can't be proven, but that doesn't mean that some of those library pages that Soph makes, I can't go to them. For like similar
like
reasons of
like
just
the faux page. I don't go to that one either. Page,
yeah, everyone links it, and I'm like, I clicked it once, and I will never click it again. You can link it however many times you want. I don't want to see it, and I won't see it ever again.
Buddy's just fine on the way that he is. He doesn't need any altercations to his appearance.
Well, if we ever get an official farm RPG merchandise store and you start seeing gray market soaps of farm RPG characters, we know who the culprit is for that.
Yep, that would be me.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lunarific, so much for taking some time from your schedule to come and talk to Auggie and I, for teaching us everything we ever needed to know about chemistry, and for letting us get to know you better.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the podcast. I've been very nervous to do this. I've wanted to do it kind of ever since the podcast happened, and I heard a couple people go on. I'm like, oh, that's not so scary. But I was right in the middle of, like, I was writing my thesis and everything every day, and I was like, it would not be responsible of me to go on the podcast. So I'll do that once I finish my degree, which is now. So thank you for the opportunity.
Congratulations on finishing your things, the things that I have not done.
Thank you.
Lovely.
It's tea time again.
Oh, I love tea time.
I also love tea time. I feel like I talk fast sometimes, and then you also talk fast. So the more that we talk, the faster we get.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. It's that like New Englander blood that we both share. It's like a fast talking zone, and I can talk extremely fast if I really want to. So it kind of feeds off of each other. If you get two New Englanders in the same space, we just
like
talk
Sonic.
fast,
like Sonic,
like supersonic speed. Yeah, gotta go fast. Gotta eat a chili dog.
Belligan's official challenge is to speed up this intro, like very slightly, not enough so the pitch changes, but like I don't know, maybe like 1.15x or something.
So we just sound just a slight bit faster.
Yeah, so that us talking fast sounds like more of a flex than it actually is, because it's not a flex.
Yeah. Oh no, I wasn't flexing my muscle. I could really flex it if I wanted to. If you give me a topic, I could really flex, but like, yeah. No, like I have to do presentations at work all the time, and I can really talk fast if I have a material in front of me. But we tend to go off the fly here on Tea Time.
Yeah, we don't have an agenda. I'm Auggie, by the way. Here. Auggie and
and I'm Blue Bun.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a new opening, which we heard last time, which was I loved it. So shout out to Belligan for a really great new opening song that we get. He said he made it in 10 minutes, and I appreciate it. It's a solid work for 10 minutes, I'd say.
I would have to agree. I think it's the same program that he used to make the Goldfish song. Where like he was like, I can't sing this. I'm just gonna have the computer do it.
I like it. I like the computer song, the computer singing voice. It's very good.
It serenades us.
Yeah, I love it. So I have been working on my masteries. I think you'll be proud of me. I was I think level 32 of the tower last we spoke, and now I'm level 41.
Ooh,
that's how many masteries I've done. In the meantime, I've shot up about 10 levels in the ye old tower. So.
Ooh. What masteries have you?
I know.
What have you done?
Have I done? Oh, let me take a look. So my newest masteries. Right now I'm working on beans or peas. Is it peas? It's peas. This looks like beans. It looks like beans to me. It looks like beans, like like green beans. So it's peas though. I am working on peas right now. But for like good old just plain masteries. I've done a couple of GMs too. I just did amethyst necklaces. I did peppers. I did large nets. I did black powder. I did lemon quartz rings. I did buckets. I did all of the fish. I GM'd all the fish at Pirates Cove, except for one. Actually, I haven't done one of them. I'm at 94,000 right now. I don't have enough large nets to finish. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and regular old. So and GMs. Let's see what I've done, because I have done a couple. I did mushroom paste finally mushroom paste.
Yes.
I cannot believe mushroom paste took me that long, but I did it. So it's been a bit of a slog, but I've been working on it. I've been getting there. So listen,
Yay.
I'm working my way up. That I want the good fish nets. So I have to get to 70. It's going to take me 2,000 years. Oh, thank you for the large net. I appreciate you. But this is going to take me 100 years to get there.
So you said you're at
I'm on level 41 of the tower right now, and I think it's level 70.
You got a ways to go.
I know, I got a long way to go. So, but I've been that's what I've been doing, is just working on masteries while I'm, sitting around during the day, because usually it's just me sitting around looking at chat, and now it's me sitting around looking at things to master, trying to do the easy ones. And let me tell you,
there are some easy ones.
The crops are so hard to master. I've been trying to do the easy crops, trying to get through them. Man, oh man. What did I do yesterday? I did peppers. I got finished through peppers, because it's just like you just have to sit there and watch it every 2 seconds, because peppers take 2 seconds to go.
I think it's 6 seconds, but yeah, it's like excruciating, because you can't do anything else.
I know. It's like you can just sit there and you can maybe go out and come back in and it's done. Man, that's rough. You have to be so focused on it. So I need a day where I'm just sitting there and doing nothing but mastering crops. It's a lot.
Yeah, I have not.
But you're the mastery queen. What are you working on?
Right now, at the time of recording, I am working on Mystic Ring, Magicite, Aquamarine Ring, and kind of Amethyst Necklace, but not really. But also the wooden sword and crossbow. Kind of all of those things. Those are what I've tracked. Yeah, by the time this actually posts, I'll probably be done with at least 2 of those.
Wow. The Grandmasteries are just they're so hard. So much.
Yeah. The only crop I have grandmastered is mushrooms. I have not grandmastered.
I think I've grandmastered mushrooms.
Probably.
Let me see.
You can if you just scroll all the way down.
Yeah, mushrooms I've way long grandmastered. Jeez. I'm
almost at 1 million glass orbs.
What was I getting closer to grandmastering for crops? I think it was carrots. Carrots is one of the only ones that's way up there for me. Let me see. Because during the event, the Easter event, I was just growing carrots nonstop. Yeah, I have 44,000 carrots.
You have more carrots than me.
I literally grew carrots for the entirety of while the Easter quests were available, to get the extra eggs to trade away to folks, because a lot of people would come in as spoilers asking where to get, was it Eggo 3, I think? Or was it 1? I can't remember. One of the ones the only one that you could get from carrots. I just sat there and I grew carrots, and I probably got I don't know, 15 or 16 of those just to give away.
You kind soul.
So I know, I was being really nice. Well, I feel I have to be nice with the Easter event, just because, I have to live up to my rabbit name. So,
are you the Easter bunny?
Yeah, I was the Easter bunny for a mere moment, just for the month of Easter event.
We love to see it.
Oh yeah, it's a good time.
Off topic, I'm just thinking about Target again.
Oh yeah.
You said you went to Target today, and I also went to Target yesterday, and I was in there for an hour and a half. I went in to look for one thing, and I I didn't
Oh, you
even
spent
buy.
like
They
an
didn't
hour
even.
in
They
there?
didn't even. Well, they didn't even have it. They didn't have it. So I was like, well, I'm not going to
Oh,
just come here
no.
and get nothing. So I got like
Right,
5
you can't.
things.
You can't.
I got
Gas
5
is too
other
expensive
things.
to just go somewhere and not get anything. Like, yeah, no, I went to Target with a specific purpose. Like, I was going there specifically to get dog food, and I walked out with way too much stuff. And again, like I was saying to you earlier before we started recording, like I never walk into Target and not spend $100. Like I always spend $100 every time I go. So I did buy $100 worth of things, and maybe $20 of it was dog food, maybe, give or take. But you got to do it. Target, man. That's
It's like a different world.
just
It's like an
it
alternate
is
dimension
really.
when you step in the doors.
It really isn't. Like I specifically took like some hours. I could my job is very flexible with like taking time off. So if there's like time off available in the bucket, I can just take it if I want. I mean, I have to use my PTO for it, but I can just go. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go, and I'm gonna go to Target and get a couple of things done, and it'll be dead at Target, and it was. So
We
I
love
was very
that.
happy. I love it. Just going to Target at like 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Gotta love it. It's great. I was in there for like 45 minutes, got a bunch of crap, came home,
No
took the dog on a
line.
nice long walk. No line at all. I just like walked up and put my like 20 items on the on the thing, and she took me right away. It's amazing. Go to Target on a weekday in the middle of the afternoon. It's really, really great.
It's a lot
Take
better.
time off to go to Target.
Yes. Treat yourself.
Yeah. Treat yourself. Take time off to go to Target. Enjoy
Even
your
if it's-
life.
Even if it's an hour.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Even if it's just an hour off to go to Target, that sounds like an hour well spent to me. And
Yeah.
I feel like Target should sponsor the tea time portion of the Farm RPG podcast at this point.
I agree. I feel like we're talking about them like they are sponsoring us.
Yeah, I know
like-
we are. But we don't have a sponsor.
No.
I wish we did. That'd be fun.
I feel
Imagine.
like I sponsor Borgen personally at this point. Like I just fund everything that he does.
Borgen's our sponsor.
Borgen's our sponsor, but I'm paying him.
We also sponsor him. Yeah, we pay him to sponsor us.
I've spun the wheel 85 times today.
Holy crap! I have not spun the wheel 85 times today. Let me see how many I've spun. I think I did. I've spun 21 times today, but I have plenty of large chests, large chesto ones, but not that many. Not that many that I want to blast through them that fast. How much is one spin for you right now?
425 ancient coins.
Oh my good lord. You're a crazy person. That's crazy talk.
But I want the badge. I want the badge.
Oh yeah, that badge. I'm gonna do that one organically. That one's gonna come to me as I do it every single day. Because I try to spin at least 20 times a day. And I'm at a total of 1825 for spins, but you're probably way higher. Where's your spins at right now?
At the time of recording, I'm at 4,325. I think I am.
Oh, you're so close.
I think I'm less than 2 weeks away.
You are very close. Because what is it, 5,000 times?
Mm-hmm. So if I spin 50 times a day, it's less than 2 weeks.
Didn't Firestream just add in that you can get ascension points from merit badges?
He did, and so I got an extra 300 from the Great Explorer.
I want a merit badge. I don't have one yet. I think the one I'm probably closest to is I have a lot of raptors. Where's my raptor? I have 62 raptors. So that's like I feel like that's a good amount of raptors at the moment.
It is.
So I gotta spam WC before we get a new zone, because if that happens, I'll probably won't come back to this for a long time.
Yeah. No, that is a lot. It's over a third of the way to the raptor badge. Oh my gosh, it's so many.
Yeah, I think it's
150.
I have
but it's
150.
But it's 150 hatched. So even once you find the last ones,
you gotta hatch it.
Yeah, you still have to wait like
it's
the
still
4
like
or
a
5
5-day
days.
wait from there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just got. I mean, what's it called? Gives me more XP though, so it's probably not that bad. The tower level, so they will hatch faster now, which is nice.
Yes, that is nice. You want to go pop over to global chat and see what they're doing?
Yeah, let's look. Let's do a little chat review here. Let's see. Global. What are you guys doing? Ooh, Night Fury's talking in there. That section in the podcast last week where he was talking about the food in India, like, I want to order Indian food so bad. Actually, I might order Indian food tonight before we record the D&D podcast, because the area I live in has a lot of Indian food, because we have a really high immigrant population from India, and the food here is so good for that. So now I'm gonna order Indian food, I think, because of that conversation, because I was listening to it yesterday and I was just like, oh my god. And I told him, he's like, well, you got to come to India. Like, someday I would love to.
Yeah, I would like to travel to a lot of places, and more so just to try all the different food. Let me be like Gordon Ramsay, except I have no skills at all.
Okay.
And I'm not very good at cooking. There are a couple things that I can cook pretty well, but overall, not for me. But I want to try all the food.
I love food. Oh, right. Oh, look it. See, Nethy. There you go. Nethy saying, shout out, Boobon. Thanks for all the shout outs. You're welcome for all the shout outs. And this counts as your shout out for this episode.
A shout out to Nethy from Boobon.
Yes, a shout out to Nethy. And the resident spoilers moderator, Nethy. I know every moderator usually pops into spoilers because they kind of need to. But Nethy's always in there, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I was talking to Nethy in spoilers before Nethy was a mod also.
Shout out to Nethy. That's a double shout out, actually.
That is a double shout out. That is a double shout out. I'm going to count it. If I miss one, I don't think I will miss one. But if I ever do, this counts as 2.
What's going on in health chat? What do people need? Someone called runestones rhinestones.
I like that, though. I wish they were rhinestones. It'd be really more sparkly.
Yeah, but we have sparkly stones too.
That is true. We do. I want that crazy D20 looking one that doesn't have a purpose yet.
The peculiar gem.
The peculiar gem, yeah. That one, it looks interesting to me, and I want it. I want it. I'm assuming it's going to be for something later down the line, but I really like the look of it. It looks like a D20.
Something
I like
peculiar.
That. Something peculiar, yeah.
Maybe now that we're talking about the D20, that's just us letting the RNG gods know we want another night of hot dice.
Oh, maybe. One can only hope. I don't think we're going to... I mean, the luck we had last week, I don't know if that's going to happen.
It was stupid.
We may have used up all of our luck. It was stupid. It was stupid luck. But you know what? I'll take whatever the dice give me. After last week, I'm still high on the adrenaline of rolling so many 20.
I'm still running off of the natural 100. I will never.
Oh, I know that 100. No, you can't ever forget that. That's like getting a hole in one.
It's like you you're not even at the golf course and you somehow get a hole in one.
Oh yeah, that's an insane odd. Well, it's a 1 in 100 odd, but yes, it's so good.
But it's the one.
It's the one. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
There's not really a lot going on in health today. Look, that message about rhinestones was 3-4 minutes ago.
So
I'm gonna go look at spoilers. Spoilers has been so grouchy. Grouchy.
Yeah, I've been up at reset lately, and a little bit before that, I'm like, what should I make the new banner say? And someone suggested to have the salt icon in there just cause. So I did, and today it says too much salt is bad for your health.
I love it. I love that.
FFFF said that he's often wrong, so I'm going to ask, what are you wrong about today?
Yeah, what's he wrong about?
I would like to know.
Yeah, also me. At some point, I think what would be funny is if you put the whole entire wall in the attention. Just put it in there for 10 minutes.
It probably wouldn't even be 10 minutes. It would probably be about
a
30 seconds.
Just enough to get a screenshot. That's all I want.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Maybe someday.
Yeah, I think would be hilarious. If you don't go into spoilers often, the wall is just like a very informative post that a few users have put together. And it's very, very big. It fills up the entire chat window now. But it is very helpful. I know a lot of people do really like it. I love it. I love the wall.
Praise the wall.
But yes, that is the wall.
Yes, and it's exclusive to spoilers chat because pretty much all the things in it are spoilers.
Spoilers, yeah. It can't be in any other chats. It's only allowed in spoiler because it is an entire spoiler, the whole thing. So
and it's also a wall, but the people that post it, at least they don't post it like every 2 seconds.
No, it's not spam. They always wait until it's been cleared off of the page to repost the wall. Shout out to the wall bringers. I think it's Darth Jimmy most of the time now.
Yeah. And I like that, like, somebody can just do like a /wall. Like if they want to see the wall and if that person's online, they'll just post it.
They'll post it, yes. So if you ever go into spoilers and you want to see the wall, go ahead and /wall. And if one of the wall bringers is on, they will post it for you. As long as it hasn't been posted in the last
10 minutes or something.
In the last 10 minutes or so. But if you search, usually if you go down to the bottom and you do that view chat log and you just search for wall, you will find it because it is tagged a bunch. So it's very helpful if you need a scoop on what's going on in the land of farm RPG and spoilers.
And spoilers, both of those.
Both of those. It has spoilers information in it.
Every time we start recording, I get 100 different messages from different people about different things, every time. And it's so hard for me to not just go read everything at once. I have to leave it because if I read it now, I will forget about it or it'll look like I left someone on red. I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah. You leave it till later. Leave it till we're done recording and then you can look at it so that you don't leave them on red because don't want to make anybody cranky out in the world.
So many people are already cranky.
That is true.
I don't want to add to it.
I know people are spoilers is complaining about the fishing delay, which I appreciate the fishing delay. Just because it was really laggy. The game was really laggy while everybody was getting at the Pirates Cove. So I personally like the delay. Slows down my clicking. But yeah.
It's I feel like for me, it's not that I like the delay, but it just feels like this is how it's supposed to be. It works how it feels it should.
Oh yeah. I mean, not that I don't like spam clicking sometimes, because sometimes I do like to click very fast, but it was always laggy anyway. When you click really fast, it kind of lags a little tiny bit. So having the built-in delay.
I think what it did is it would start to lag and then it would build up the amount of nets that it needs to use, even though it hasn't gotten finished using the first one or whatever. And then it would use 10 at once. And that was what was causing the spike, is because that was happening across, several hundred accounts, all doing that for hours.
Using 1,000 nets. Yeah. All the thousands of large nets that everybody saved up for Pirates Cove.
Pirates Cove is awesome though. I like the gold jelly.
Oh,
it's
yes.
Pretty.
The gold jelly is pretty. I do like it. I've caught a couple.
I caught 10 and I was that's enough for now.
Let me see how many I have. I'm curious now. Let's see. The gold jelly. I have 3. I don't really manual fish that much, even with the blessed mealworms. I don't really manual fish a lot, but I do appreciate me some mealworms.
Yeah,
I only do it when I have a daily chore to do manual fishing.
Yeah, I only do it when I have to. I couldn't stand seeing something in the no tier on the on my mastery list. So I needed to at least get it to
10.
Bottom of the barrel. That's where it'll stay for a while. And
okay. Until Cappy hopefully starts bringing them.
Yes,
hopefully.
That is, at the time of recording, crossed. That is still unknown.
Unknown. We do not know.
Yes.
But who knows? It could someday.
It could not. I don't know. By the time this is out, we may already know that answer.
Yeah. But I mean, if that's the case, spoilers will know. So go ahead and check the handy dandy spoiler link at the top of spoilers. I'm sure it'll be in there.
I do have to say, I am a big fan of the Mystic Chest O2 also.
Oh man, yes. That is a very good chest. It has what, 6 large nets in it or 7 large nets in it?
It has 3 green cloaks, 3 large nets, 3 red shields,
3.
a skull coin, and sunflowers, 2 sunflowers.
I love it. I'm a big fan, especially when you're like just really grinding it out in Pirate's Cove and you get a couple and you can go in and open and get a couple more nets. I love that. I love it.
Oh my gosh, and the skull coins help me with a way back.
Oh yeah, you're still working on that one?
No, I finished. I'm done. I have 0 quests now at the time of recording. I have to stress at the time of recording because I don't know when anything is happening.
Oh, and more stuff might come out. Yeah, I still have 1 help request, which is hold the line. I really have not been working on getting gold feathers because that's all I'm missing is some gold feather. But I already have a mystic staff. But I really want to see 0 quests again. 0 requests. But it's going to take me a minute to get those gold feathers. I'm waiting on pet so that I can clear it out because I'm not going to just go explore for just gold feathers, and I'm not going to waste gold leaves to get them from the exchange center because who knows if I'm going to need gold leaves. I don't want to zero out everything. So eventually I will have it all.
I just opened spoilers chat and congratulations to Bjorn the Rat Bear for Tower 100. Official shout out.
Lucky. Good work.
Tower 100
Good work.
Is definitely a feat.
That is a feat. That is so many masteries. But that's strange gem. We still don't know what it does.
We still don't know. We'll find out. I think we'll find out soon-ish, I think.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Somebody said that you're the most, I don't remember what it was, most energetic person on the podcast. And I mean, I have to agree. It's a good thing. Oh yeah. No, I feel like I'm bringing in the fast talking excitability, and that's what I'm here for. Really, I like to talk quickly and excitedly about just about everything. But I feel like it's a good foil. It's a good foil to, you and Belle. You guys have very calming tones, and I'm more like completely caffeinated at all times. I pounded a Red Bull before I got on, even like. You had to prepare. You had to be ready.
I had to prep, I mean, I didn't know, like I bought it at Target while I was there, and I was just like, you know what, this will be nice. Keep me up tonight because we're recording the D&D podcast tonight. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I messaged you about doing a tea time, and I was just like, you know what, this will be great. I'll be talking real fast for the tea time.
Funny story. I'm also always extremely caffeinated. I just am always very tired. Also,
yes, I feel you. I'm a tired human being, but I just am. I can talk for hours very quickly.
I know, and like I can too. And I feel like if we just keep going, we're gonna get like it's like when you go like either like on YouTube or just on the internet and you start like looking for something, and then you just kind of like keep going, and you wind up in like that weird spot that like
it's like a deep dive. The dark recesses of YouTube and or anywhere on the internet. No, yeah, I feel that. I am a deep diver extraordinaire. I love doing stuff like that where you just like kind of go. Have you ever done the thing? Okay, have you ever done the thing on YouTube where you watch a video and then you only click videos out of the suggested videos that is on that video, and you just go and see where you end up? That's a fun activity.
It's only successful if you end up in like that like series of videos of like those dudes like you like building like a pool in the ground like with their hands, and they're like in like the wilds and like they don't have tools.
Oh yeah. Those videos. Guys, those are fun. Yeah, no, I've seen those a bunch of times. Like I don't know, I end up in like crazy corners of the internet doing stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there. It's just like it's something fun to do. Yeah, it's just how it is. It's just, enjoy the internet. It's a weird place.
But also be careful.
Yeah, oh yeah, be careful where you end up. I mean, I have no like cringe and or scare ability. Like I can't cringe at anything and I can't be scared. So at this point in my time, I can go anywhere online and just like enjoy what I'm viewing. But yeah, be careful where you end up. because you may not have the same faculties as I do.
I do not. I definitely do not. I cringe often and get scared often. Both of those.
I cringe never and get scared never. That's what happens when you go to furry cons for a very long time. You have your cringe button in your head gets turned off entirely. And I just exist. And I am cringe, but I am free. I'm free from the cringe.
I love it. Cringe.
Big fan. I'm free.
I don't know if we ever talked about it, but the picture for the D&D podcast is actually like you drew it. Is that one of the ones that you drew during one of our recordings? I don't remember.
No, that one I drew beforehand just so that Belle had something to use. I do draw a lot during the recordings, though. I draw like little cute things of the characters usually during the recordings, and I don't post them anywhere. I just like keep them to myself. I should probably post them somewhere, maybe to the Reddit or something. I just like keep them.
At least send them to us, because you sent us that one and I really liked it. I thought it was really funny. It was the one where
I'll have to send you more.
We got the letters and I wanted to open one and you were like holding it up over my head.
Yes, that one. I have to finish that one. I really enjoyed the drawing of that, like the sketch that I did.
That was fun.
So I'll have to finish it eventually. I haven't been going past a lot of sketching lately. It's just been mostly doodling, like sketchy doodling, and like not finishing anything. So I got to get back into actually finishing stuff and doing. I want to draw all the pets, the in-game pets, like in a group. I think that'd be like a fun little fan art piece to have. So I think that's my next little fan art that I might make, is literally all of the pets all together, which would be fun.
You'd have to leave room for when more eventually get added too.
Oh yeah, there'd have to be. I mean, if I draw it digitally, I can just like manipulate the canvas and add more as needed. But yeah, I would do that. I would leave space for potential of more, because they're always getting added. Every once in a while, they get added.
They get added immediately after I update the tier list.
Yeah, I
every
know.
time. Every time.
Have you updated the tier list with the macaw yet?
Nope. I know as soon as I do, another pet's going to drop. Well, I've been thinking about redoing the tier list and just kind of ranking each one individually on like a point scale or something instead.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Because just with the way that the level caps are, it's it's hard to really give a realistic, guide on what you should get first. But I can rate them.
Well, if you need help, I can help you. I like doing a ranking system. Or, what we could do? Here's a fun idea that you could do if you want it, is you could take it, like the S, like S, A, B, C, D, like those, like tier lists like that. You could do it like that, and you could just like pop them in that way, like the A tier pets, the B tier pets, C tier pets.
That's kind of what I did, but then people wanted explanations as to why, so I had to add that. And then, so I'm thinking I could just do like the name of the pet and their overall score, and then a spoiler tab with everything else for each pet, and it would be a lot shorter to scroll through.
Right. That's a good idea. I like it.
It sounds like a lot of work, though.
Yeah, it does sound like a lot of work. Well,
maybe
you know where to find me. If you need help, I can help you out. I don't mind.
Okay. I might let you know.
All right. Do we want to call it then?
Yeah, we'll call it.
All right.
All right. Famous sign off.
Well, famous sign off. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Welcome to a very special segment on the Farm RPG podcast. I am Augie, and with me today I have Nethy.
Hello.
Fun story. This is the third time I've done an intro for this specific segment because technology is evil today. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. Zencaster decided that it didn't want to work with us today.
It did not, no.
So currently, Nethy is working on getting to Tower 70.
Yep.
He's one floor away, just crawling.
Yep.
Crawling for that ascension knowledge. Where are you at on watermelons?
My watermelon is at 99,762. So I'll get it like in an hour or less if I use grape juice.
Ooh, you should use grape juice.
Okay, I just might. We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the current plant.
On the current plant.
Harvest, yeah.
Yes, but you have enough silver?
Oh yeah, definitely.
How much does it cost to go up a level from your level currently?
It costs 3.5 billion.
Those are the days.
How much is it? I don't even know what floor you're on, 90 or something?
I'm on 91. So to get to floor 92, it's 4.6 billion.
Oh, geez.
That hurts to even say out loud.
You're almost at the top, though, or the current top.
Well, the current end of the tower, but
yeah.
No, I'm excited to be done with the A Way Back quests. I have not finished them yet.
Oh, wow, see.
But soon. It's the skull coins.
I finished that a long while ago. I was stuck on stupid shine fish forever.
Sorry.
It is what it is. I'm past it now, though, so.
Yeah, I still need 81 skull coins at the time of recording.
Dang, so that's, I don't know, like another week, huh?
I'm gonna get them. I am gonna explore for some of them.
Small Spring's pretty good. I get a lot of feathers there.
Yeah, and I've also been working on explosives and bottle rockets. I don't want to go somewhere and get coal also.
I've grandmastered explosives, but not bottle rockets yet.
I have my explosives are at 89,000. My bottle rockets are at 73. That's nice. When I get there. It's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, it's just whenever it happens, it happens. That's how it is, yep.
That's how all of them are. My feed is at 99,170.
Oh, nice. My feed is pretty close too. Not quite as close as yours at 90,800. So
nice.
Getting there.
Yeah. So what have you been up to in the world of Farm RPG lately? Just aside from climbing the tower, where do you hang out in the chats? What are you doing?
In chat, usually spoilers chat. But I feel bad though, because I used to hang out and help chat a lot, but I haven't really been there too often, at least lately. I
think there's still people that hang out in there though.
Oh yeah, there definitely is. I do pop in there and just kind of scan real quick and look, and then, I'll hop back over to spoilers. But I used to sit in there and answer questions all the time.
I know. So wholesome.
Yeah. It was fun.
So helpful.
When you're just waiting.
Waiting for the questions. Who's going to ask what next?
Sometimes it's a lot of the same stuff, but it's not too bad.
What's a runestone? Yeah. Well, let me tell you.
You just link them to the library.
Yeah, I think that's why I never really sat and helped chat, is just because I made the pages and I was like, all right, I've done my part.
Yeah.
No, I feel like when I'm in chat, when I'm not just lurking, I kind of sit in giveaways a lot.
I see, and I never go to giveaways. I peek in there and they seem to be having a ton of fun in there, and then I just leave.
Yeah, I feel like giveaways is like the middle school party house where like it's like there's nothing like going on that shouldn't be, and like there's like parents present, but it's like a cool like
it's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Their mom bought a fog machine.
Yeah.
This is confirmed. Giveaways chat has a fog machine for some reason.
How do you like the crossbow?
I like it. It's okay. I haven't upgraded my steelworks very much yet, just because I'm perpetually poor.
Yeah.
But
it's I don't mind the crossbow. I haven't really made it all that much, but
I haven't mastered it yet, but I probably will,
Oh yeah, I'm sure I will as well. I've only made like 1,000 of them, but I think it's pretty good. A lot of silver.
And it gives a use for the arrowheads. I just like a moment of silence for all of the voided arrowheads.
Yes.
In time.
And no paste, no twine. Paste. No paste, no twine. Perfect.
That's like surprising, honestly.
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
I love things that don't need paste. I just have to say.
Yeah,
Really, like
me too. Me too.
I can't keep up.
Me too.
I started working on scissors
Me too, actually, with the Steelworks. I just
with the Steelworks. It's
Mhm.
when I don't need when I'm done with my raptor antlers. At that point, I don't really need my wood for anything else.
Yeah. And if you're not
So-
using your steel for anything, you might as well just.
Well, that's what I decided to just start using my steel on because it doesn't need paste.
Yeah, that's true. Everything else about it, I mean, I guess now everything about it is automated. You know, you need iron or iron rings. Okay, that's stone, steel, and then stone and wood. Yeah, it's super easy
Oh,
to get all the stuff from it.
This new perk is so good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a bit jealous. 90, it's far off for me. I'm looking maybe, hopefully by December. I'm just kidding. I'll get it way before then, but GMs are hard.
I went to craft. I crafted like 1,500 of a thing, and I started at 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and I crafted 1,000, and it gave me like 1,500 or something, 1,600.
Oh wow!
My scissors went from 1,000 to 3.6 and maxed. So now I'm going to sell some.
That's crazy.
But it's awesome.
Yeah, it is very awesome. Someday I'll have it with the new fishing zone. That should be quite a few easy quotey finger GMs.
Well, yeah, once we can get to the zone.
Yeah, eventually.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. You got it.
Who started that phrase? I just started seeing it like...
It was in the update notes, I think. So then everyone just started making it into a thing.
I mean, it's a good phrase. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, 5:31 when the exchange center is now open. The game is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes.
It's true, though.
It is true.
I'm just running my marathon. Just got to Tower 70. 30 more. Eventually, someday. I think my next goal, though, is the 100 billion row.
Oh, I'll get it eventually. I still need to get the plus 14 storehouse, though.
But you don't have the 10 billion?
No, I don't.
What? Oh my goodness.
Mr. doesn't collect from pets. Okay.
I don't need to.
Mr. Single taps to explore.
Yeah.
See,
whatever, okay?
I was just thinking this morning about how, like, the stamina effectiveness is not effective for me as a player anymore.
Yeah.
And I assumed that all the 99s were the same, but clearly I was mistaken for you.
Yeah, no. I go tap, tap, tap. And cider when I get it. But, doesn't happen all the time. I don't go to trade chat or anything.
Clearly with the 15 mailbox and all 99s.
They would shun me, I think. Get out of here, Mr. 15 mailbox.
I mean, I'm shunning you live on air.
That's true.
I did give you pity cider.
Yes, thank you. I will use it. I'm not using it right now, but I will use it whenever I'm actively exploring.
We're always lurking in the chats.
Yeah, pretty much. At least someone is.
Yeah, someone is lurking in somewhere.
Yeah.
You won't even know.
No, but we're always watching.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, there have been a few times where, like, people will say something, like, not necessarily, like, about me, but, like, it's usually in spoilers, like, about my quest line.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just literally just lurking. And occasionally I'll just drop in, like a Frank or a buddy.
Yeah. Just to say, hey, I'm here. I saw that.
Hit me. Or just act like I don't know why they're angry with me.
What, shinefish? Why are you so mad? I thought everyone had those. No, I didn't, Augie. I did not have shinefish.
Well, I didn't know.
My cat was actually level 5 until those quests came out, so.
I didn't realize how many people would get tripped up by that. I got Belligan, too.
Yeah, I know. We were stuck together.
I'm still stuck on the skull coins.
Yeah, see, that one I breezed right through. No issues for me.
Well, it was all about the tower and...
Like right now, my snake has 783 skull coins.
I'm angry with you now.
If I could give them, I would give them to you if I could, but I can't. They just get to sit.
You're just gonna sit there collecting dust.
Yeah.
That's why. Do you? But then there's always the banner at the top of your.
Yeah, if you have the perk. I did buy the perk, but I set it to 150,000. So that way I don't see it. But I'm nearing 150,000. Yeah, 118,000 on my pets. So I'm getting closer. I think my rock has the most stuff. He's got about 2,000 of all the items, but he's only level 5.
So he doesn't. Wait, hold on.
So he doesn't get diamonds or carbon spheres or glass orbs or shimmer stone. But he has all the gems. 2,000 of all the gems.
Okay, so then why are you worried about opening the chests to void them if you have a full inventory of them and you're sitting on your pet?
Well, I haven't collected from them, so they're still sitting there growing, you know?
Yeah, but you have the chests now.
Yeah. So I could open them, some of them, yeah, and get a little bit of inventory. Yeah, sure. But then I have to get the paste to make the stuff, to open more. I don't want to void the gems.
You could just sell them.
I did do that to Jade. Yep. Back a long time ago. My Jade is at 67,000, and my Jade charms are at 9,000.
Wow, at least finish. At least get the 10 to 10.
I am now. Now with Steelworks. Yeah, I am now. Yeah. It was I probably only crafted not even 1,000 Jade charms before the Steelworks.
The Steelworks is so good. I need to upgrade it. I will eventually.
Yeah, me too. I'm sitting at 100.
That's what I'm sitting at.
Yeah, so nothing
and everybody
too
makes
crazy.
Fun of me.
Yeah, it's not crazy, but it's not. It does its job. Yeah, exactly. It was just like, I don't remember how much it was, like 1.5 billion. I don't know, not really that much.
Yeah, but it's still, 1 billion is still a lot of silver for me as somebody who doesn't just dump nets in Large Island all day. Like, it takes me a while to get money.
Yeah, I don't dump nets either, but I feel like silver's easy to get if you try just a little bit. But you've gotten a lot of silver. It's just all poured into the tower.
Yeah, that's all every time. Like today, I've probably gotten like about maybe 5 billion, but I also just dropped 4.55 billion on the tower. So.
Yeah, exactly. My net worth says I still have 50 billion, so halfway to that crop row.
If you sell all.
Yeah, if I sell all, yeah, I definitely am not doing that. Plus all my pets. It doesn't count all the items on my pets. I've got, spheres on my bear and my red dragon and all.
How many buddy stones are you the owner of?
I think just one still. Yep, just one.
Oh, you didn't buy another?
No, I don't have enough Runestone 11s, I guess.
Well, if you collected from your pets, I bet you would.
Yeah, probably. My owl, actually, he's recently level 6 as well.
Only recently?
Yeah, I didn't need him. Level 6 before then.
You played yourself is kind of what it sounds like.
Oh, I shouldn't have even upgraded my owl. I don't need him level 6. It doesn't give me anything that I need. Until you drop a quest that needs goldfish, then I'll need something.
Well, how did you do the collector's quest?
For goldfish?
Yeah, 4 of them.
Okay, so for goldfish, I just threw Halloween items into the well. I played during Halloween, so I had plenty of them. And that's how I got my goldfish. And for shinefish, the cat items, I just bought them from Borgen a long time ago. I bought 5 of them from Borgen because everyone said, "Oh my goodness, shinefish, buy it from Borgen. You'll thank me later." Okay, so I did. And I thanked them later because it was easy money. And then the other ones I had to upgrade my pets. The dog and the squirrel, I had to upgrade them.
I feel like Borgen sold one of the other ones also.
Yeah, I think he did. I don't think I bought them at that time, no. And then he didn't sell any for a long time. And then just this last Wednesday, he sold shinefish. They were kind of expensive, but they're definitely worth it.
Yeah, they were adjusted for inflation.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's got high inventory now.
I don't even buy from Borgen anymore.
Honestly, I haven't bought from other than shinefish on Wednesday. I don't really buy from Borgen either.
I just spin the wheel.
Yeah, me too. Only you've got double the spins I have, but
I'm over 4,000.
Yeah, I know. I just barely broke 2,000. 2,046. That's what I'm at. I haven't spun yet today. I should spin.
You should spin
I've got about 1,200 ancient coins.
to get more.
I've just gotten fishing nets 4 times in a row.
Any jackpots?
Yeah, one of them, 111. 103 lemonade. Nice. One time I think I spun and I got lemonade seriously like 5 times in a row.
That's the opposite of a problem.
Yeah, I wasn't really mad at it, but I was like, can I at least get something else?
I mean, but, well, why don't you just, I know you want to get your stam back down, but why don't you still just occasionally use the other stuff?
I mean, I have to use Arnold Palmer's now because if I don't, then I just void lemons every day, right? So I have to use some to make into lemonade, to make into Arnold Palmer's, to use my lemons every day.
I mean, my mailbox is always open. I'm just saying.
Okay, noted. I'll write that one down.
I just pulled 52 snowballs off the wheel.
Nice. I didn't get anything super fancy, just a bunch of nets and some lemonade.
Fancy enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, I think I just, actually, looking at the history, thank goodness for Firestream, we got a history now. I probably got almost 500 fishing nets just now from the wheel.
Thanks, Morgan.
Yeah, I have 490 fishing nets in my inventory, so yeah, just about 500. Nice.
I need more ancient coins to spin the wheel.
Just tap in Ember Lagoon.
Well, I don't just tap, I use Cypher.
Oh, okay. Sophisticated. You're not a caveman like me? Has to tap.
Oh my! I can't. I can't go back.
Yeah, whenever I get cider, I use it, and it's wonderful. It's amazing, but I don't know why I still don't craft it. I'm just a weirdo, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you are. Nethy is confirmed a weirdo for not crafting cider.
That's fine.
Single tap exploring.
I will accept this title.
But also the spoilers, Golden Boy.
Yeah, sure. If that's my new title, I guess.
I feel like it is, because everybody in spoilers is kind to you.
That's because I'm kind to them.
I'm kind.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
I think I'm kind.
I think you're kind.
I'm kind of kind.
I think you're kind, but maybe others don't.
Maybe it's the different color star.
It's gotta be. They just like blue, not green.
I also like blue better than green.
I like green better than blue, but
I like purple the best, though.
Yeah, I actually like purple, too.
I think we need to petition Firestream for a purple star.
Okay, we can do it.
Maybe we will. Maybe he'll listen to this.
I mean, he might. I don't know. He's always lurking, always listening, always watching. So He might.
More than the staff, Firestream himself is always lurking.
It's true.
But he doesn't reveal himself.
No, he doesn't.
He's really good at not revealing himself, but he'll just drop some random knowledge bomb in staff chat from something someone said in global 4 hours ago.
It's true. That has happened.
So many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we probably have rambled long enough. I don't even know how long we've gone on for. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, no problem. It's fun.
And we will see you in chat.
See you later.